Hello, everybody. I'm Mark Bryant, coordinator of new media for the Big South Conference, and ready to bring you the Big South Network guide for this week. Yeah, we're back from the pool and ready to go to the track. We'll have more on that in just a moment, but boy, do we have a full plate this week, a full schedule for you. Men's basketball, women's basketball, baseball, softball, track and field. Like I said, there's a lot coming up in the week of February 25th through March 3rd. Reminder, if you want to chat with me sometime, share some feedback on our new look, BigSouthSports.com, or our Twitter, Facebook, blog, YouTube, you name it. You can write to me, markb@bigsouth.org. Happy to hear back from you. Let's go ahead and jump right into the men's basketball schedule because everybody's got one or two games left. As we record this, before Thursday's action, you're looking at quite a hotly contested race among the Big South teams for seeding on the men's side. Remember, the top seed overall earns the right to host throughout the tournament if they keep winning. The top four seeds will all host first-round games, so being in that upper four is paramount in the minds of a lot of teams. And then, of course, the top 8 will qualify, so somebody's going to be left out of the picture. We already know PC will not be eligible to compete this year, last year of transition to D1. But who will join them? It'll either be VMI or Gardner-Webb. So who's going to be the odd man out? That's going to be one thing to watch, of course. Who's going to be on and off the home court bubble coming into Thursday's games? And this can change. It was Coastal Carolina 1, Winthrop 2, Radford 3, UNC Asheville 4, then Liberty, High Point, and from there, Coastal, VMI, Gardner-Webb. So that's your order. That's something to keep in mind. The battle for first place still on. Coastal can cinch it up, but it's not a done deal. 13-3, Winthrop 12-4, Radford 11-5, Asheville 10-7, Liberty 9-7. So that's that upper group kind of, and you can see how close among some of those teams. Let's talk about the games themselves because it begins Thursday with Coastal Carolina hosting Liberty. There's a couple teams in that group in play there. Winthrop at High Point. Each of those will be at 7 o'clock tips. Presbyterian College at Radford, and then the last game of the night, VMI will be at Charleston Southern, a 7:30 tip. So that's the first group of 4, but it moves on to Saturday, and this is the close of the regular season set. These games are it for regular season games, so this is their last chance to make that statement, make that seed, and possibly break ties in some cases. Should be very interesting to see how it turns out. Your lineup comes out like this: VMI at Coastal Carolina. That will be at 2 o'clock. So a lot of folks watch that early game, see how Coastal turns out. And then Liberty at, we've got on to the men's games, Gardner-Webb at UNC Asheville. Gardner-Webb at UNC Asheville, 4:30 tip there. And then Winthrop at Radford. That's going to be one to watch. Could it be the battle of 2 versus 3 and who winds up in which slot? It's going to depend partly on Thursday, but that matchup Saturday could be the difference in who goes to which spot in the bracket. And then Liberty at Charleston Southern, that's a 7:30 tip. So you can see there you've got 2, 4:30, 7, 7:30 men's basketball spreading across the day, and those results as they come in will shape the race. And all that will result in the tournament starting Tuesday. That's right, Tuesday, March 2nd, it gets underway. I can't even tell you right now where it's going to be. I can tell you where I think some of it's going to be. It is quite likely that you'll see home games at Coastal Carolina and Winthrop and Radford. Then after that, is it Asheville? Is it Liberty? That's up in the air. So we will see how that turns out. But the exact seeding not worked out as we record this. So this is going to be a very interesting week. But the home seeds have those first games. We do know they'll be Tuesday night. We do know they'll be at 7 o'clock at their respective venues. So stay tuned. Keep your eyes on the BigSouthSports.com homepage. Keep your eyes on Twitter.com/BigSouthSports. Keep your eye on our Facebook fan page. Lots of sources for your information to follow where the Big South is and how things are going across the conference. We will also try to have post-game interviews from these games live if we can manage it from the venues. Some of that will be a little tricky. I won't get into the tech side, but tape delay where possible, and then the semifinals and the finals, we don't have those streaming for you. They'll be on television, but we will have the post game for those, the semifinals and the final, live for you on March 4th and March 6th. So that will be upcoming. So that's the men's side, and you can tell, again, a lot going on there. Women's side, still a little season left. Not a lot, but a little season left, so it's not the end for them. It all begins on Saturday with Liberty at UNC Asheville, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock tip for Charleston Southern at Gardner-Webb, and a 4 o'clock start for High Point at Winthrop, which leaves us with Radford at PC. That's at 5 o'clock. And so from Saturday, we hop to March and Monday, Liberty at PC. All three of these at 7 o'clock. Radford at UNC Asheville, and Coastal Carolina at Winthrop. That actually closes out our week in women's basketball, so we can go from there to baseball. Yeah, we keep on going. We got baseball. Friday, we got 3 games. These are the series, actually, that you're going to see recurring here. We've got Virginia Tech at Charleston Southern. For Friday, that's at 2. Fairleigh Dickinson at High Point, and that's at 4. And Wagner at Winthrop, that's at 4. And then they'll get in it again. Saturday, we'll have 2 of those 3 series coming back at you. Wagner at Winthrop, that'll be at 1. And then Fairleigh Dickinson at High Point, that'll be at 2. And Sunday, all 3 of those back one more time with the High Point at 1, Winthrop at 1, and the Virginia Tech Charleston Southern at 1:30, which leaves us with one last baseball game for the week. Tuesday, High Point hosting East Carolina. That's at 6 o'clock. How about softball? Yeah, we got softball, too. And we've got 3 for you here, 2 of them involving Coastal Carolina. They'll have DePaul on Friday, the 26th. They will have Jacksonville on Sunday, the 28th. And then we turn to Wednesday, the 3rd. And this is a big one for the Palmetto State folks, as the University of South Carolina comes up to Rock Hill from Columbia, and they'll face Winthrop, and we'll have that for you here on the Big South Network at 7 o'clock. So we've got basketball, baseball, softball, track and field. We have the Big South Conference Indoor Track and Field Championships right here, wire to wire, coming to you from Clemson University, indoor track facility there. And another great year there. That's been a successful venue for the Big South, and I'll be there in person to bring you the call of the action, help try to keep track of things for you, as well as interview some of our coaches and hopefully student athletes, and bring you into the action. Saturday and Sunday, the 27th and 28th of February. Approximate times there, 10 o'clock to 6 on Saturday and 1 to 6:30 on Sunday, which would include the post-event awards, the overall awards. If you want more information on specific event scheduling, go to BigSouthSports.com, championships, indoor track and field. You'll see it listed out there. That should give you an idea. We have 1-day and 2-day prices available to order the stream for this one. So by all means, take advantage of that. And that is all our events. But we want to remind you, again, you can order these by the game, by the sport, by the season. If you wanted to combine baseball, softball, we've got that available for you in a spring package. You can also do it by the year, so you don't want to have to worry about when any of these things happen. You know you've got them all, a full calendar year, about 600-plus events on the Big South Network, and it can all be yours really for pennies a piece when you start breaking it down as to what you're having to pay, just a little more than an event a month. And if you're paying for 12 events and you get 600, I think that works out all right. So just something to think about as you're subscribing to the Big South Network. We've already mentioned the Twitter, the Facebook, the YouTube, and the blog. They're all there for you, resources on the Big South Conference. Now, if you should run into any technical problems or billing problems involving the video streaming, we want to straighten that out as quickly as possible. You can contact our fan support at Jump TV, our web and streaming hosts, at 877-967-3267, or email them fansupport@jumptv.com. That's fansupport@jumptv.com, or 877-967-3267. Again, I'm Mark Bryant. Thanks for tuning in. There was a lot to squeeze in this week. I hope you get a chance to go to some of those events if you can. Otherwise, catch them right here, the Big South Network, all week long. Basketball, baseball, softball, track and field, full slate for you, and more to come in the weeks ahead as well. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you next week.